So in my earlier class, I have told you about chapter 3. Some of the topics I will complete. I have complete the topics that are, I have complete MKDR, touch also, cat also. So I have completed these. You have any doubt about this? MKDR, what is touch? And we will discuss today these REST topics, then MB, CP, LS, PWD, CD, LN, DF, UCO. So these are the REST command of this particular chapter. So we will discuss about RMDR. What is RMDIR? Suppose I have created one directory CD. Now we have lot of directories like this. These are the color of directories is blue, and we can also check by using this particular way. And when we show the first character D, it's also a directory. So it's directory. RMDIR is a command that is used to delete the directory, but the directory will be empty. If I have some data in this particular directory, the directory will not be deleted because RMDIR is used to delete only the empty directory. Like this, we have directory, the name of directory is UP, and we want to delete this. Fail to remove. It's not a directory, not empty. Suppose if we have some data in this particular directory, because we have one txt file and one another file folder also, so it will not delete it, and we want to delete this particular directory. First delete this particular file, and after that this particular file, the directory will be empty, then you can delete this. But if you want delete, suppose we have another directory also, we have this directory and we want to delete, it will delete it because it's only empty directory. When the directory is empty, it will be deleted. Okay, now we want to delete the directory and its content also, so we can use only the rm command. Rm is a command that is used to delete file also, and it also delete the folder. It also delete the folder. Rm for file also and for the folder also, just like that. We want to delete a directory. The name of the directory is UP. It will show me a message. It's a directory. By default, it deletes the file only. If we use some syntaxes just like that, R is a syntax that is used to delete the folder, that is used to delete the directory. So the directory will be deleted. You want to delete, then it will say for the confirmation, yes. It first delete the file, then again yes, then after then it delete the directory. then again another directory. In the last, we have also a directory in this particular directory, that's Agra. Then again yes, then at the end of this directory it say for confirmation, then again yes. So it will tell me the yes for the confirmation. But suppose if we have more than 2, 3, 4, 5, so it will ask for yes, 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 and yes. But we want to delete at the same time, not type yes again and again. So we can use more options like this. Suppose we have folder, and in this folder we have another folder just like that, and we want to delete these, and we want to delete these. It tell me for the confirmation, suppose, and we want to delete hyphen r and d1. It sorry, in this location it will tell for this, for the confirmation, but we don't want the confirmation and we want to delete at one time. Then type f. F means forcefully. F means forcefully. In a one time it will delete the all the contents in this directory, and we want to display the message, it will delete it or not. Then type v. Then it first delete d5, then d4, then d5, then d2, then d1. So we don't type to need yes, yes, yes again. So we can use this particular option f. F means forcefully. Rm hyphen hyphen help. So what is the use of v? V is used when we type v, it will show me the message on the screen. When we type r, r for remove the directories, and f forcefully, and we want to delete the all the content without any confirmation, so we can use hyphen f option. So have you any doubt in this command? This command you can ask. R means recursive, F means forcefully, V means verbose. So if we want to delete any directory at one time, it will be deleted. Just like I will show you another example. Suppose we have a folder. Hmm, what we have in this folder? Nothing. Suppose I will create a directory in this particular folder, and we also create a file in this folder. The file name is file1, and we want delete this file and folder at the same time, so we can use rm. When we type only rm, it's not deleted because it's a directory. For the directory, hyphen r option is used, and hyphen v for showing me the message, and hyphen f for forcefully. We can use this in this format also, in this format also. We can use only one hyphen, then combine all the syntaxes, all the options. Suppose first it will delete this particular folder, then this, and at the end of this particular folder. So it will delete all the content without any confirmation. So we can use this particular syntax. So this is the use of rm command. Then we have also completed this option, rmdir only for the empty directories, rm remove for files and folders both. And we want to move the data, and we want to copy the data. We can use copy cp and mb command. So I will demonstrate this. Suppose we want to copy. This is a file and we want to copy this file in this particular folder. So what we will do, teach, it's a name of the file. It's a name of the file and we want to copy this particular file in this particular folder. Then the folder name, this file will be copied in this particular folder. Now we can see this. So this file will be copied and we want to copy the folder. We have a folder, the folder name is private and we want to copy this folder. The name of the folder is private. In which location? In this location, videos folder. So we can copy, but it will show me a error message. It will copy file without any option, but if we want to copy folder, then we use -r option. -r is used for the directories, for the folders. So use -r option and we want to print the message, then we can use -v. So private folder will be copied in this particular folder. We have D1, data, passwd, account. We have lot of files in this private folder. Suppose we want to check what is in private folder. So these are the content in private folder. We can check. In private folder, there is a one directory, also file. We have also a data directory, account. We have passwd folder, this folder. We have lot of folders and file also. And we want to copy all the content. So what I will do, we can use this particular syntax. CP, copy the content. R means recursive. V means verbose. Print the message, the data is copied or not. In this location, all the content will be copied in this particular location. This is a source folder and this is a destination folder. Clear? Have you any doubt in this? Okay. Now we want to use this particular MB. MB is just like a cut. MB is just like a cut. We want to cut any file, any folder from one location to another location, one directory to another directory. We can use MB also, just like that. Suppose we have a file name is ls content and we want to move this particular file in this particular location. Suppose which location? Public location. Then we can move this. We want to move this particular file in which location? In this location, private folder. Then the data will be moved. There is no ls content here. It will in this particular location. We can check this by using this particular command. So ls content will be copied from this current location to this particular folder. And we want to cut the folder also. Suppose the folder name is this. This is our name of the folder and we want to copy this folder. Suppose this is my folder and we want to move this folder in this particular folder. Then we can also use MB, type the name of the folder, just select this, then shift insert, it will copy it. And we want to copy this particular, we don't type, then select this, then shift insert, it will be copied. Copy and paste options also available here. Then we want to move this folder this location. Now we check, there is no folder related to this. We can check this in private folder, it is available or not. Now it will available in this particular location. So we can copy, we can move any file and folder. So MB is used to move the files and folders. So this is the use of MB command. Now we move to another command, ls. What is the use of ls? Okay, ls means list. We want to list, it will list, and we want a list in a long format. We want to check the what are the permissions, what is the user ownership. We want to check all the information related to files and folders. We can use ls-l. So this is the permission, this is the link, this is the user ownership, this is group ownership, this is a timestamp, and this is the size, this is the folder name, this is the file name. So when we have hyphen, it's only the simple just file. White color shows the file and blue color shows the folders. Folder means directory. Suppose we want to list the size in a human readable formats. This is the size of the particular file and folders. We want to list this in a human readable formats. It means in a KB, in a MB format, in a GB formats. We want to show what is the size of this particular file, what is the size of this particular file. We can list. What we will use? ls-l h. H means human readable. So it will show me the size of in a KB, MB. So it will show. Suppose we have in this location, we have a size. Suppose this is the size. How can I understand the size of this is it 2 GB, 3 GB, 4 GB? I am not understand this because it's in a byte, and we want to check the size in a human readable formats. Then what I will do? ls-l, then type this particular. So it will show me the size, not show me the size. We type D. Okay, not showing me. We type ls-l. It's showing me the what is dev sr0. Where is dev sr0? Okay. Okay, no issue. Suppose this is the size. The size of dev is 3.2 KB. The size of etc is 8.2 KB. The folders size. This is the size in byte, and this is the size in this. And we want to check this size in dev. We have a more size in this. Suppose not a dev. We can use USR. Okay, we have a lot of size here, and we want to display the size in a human readable formats, just MB, GB. So we can use ls-lh. H means human readable. So it will show me the size in human readable formats. It will show me the size. Just we want to display. Suppose the time of this is, we want to list the according to the time. we can also use this. We can use T. T means time, according to the time. Suppose 16:11, 16:07, 16:07, then 16:06. So just this particular formats. And we want to check in a reverse order. So it will show me the time. 55, 58 again, then 16. So we can list this in a sequence format. So L means list, T means according to time, R means recursive. Reverse, R means not recursive, it's a reverse format. So it will show me the size in a reverse format. So first the T, then after then all the time formats will be. When we type only ls, it will show me a simple list format, short list. When we type L, it show me the long formats, but time will be randomly. Then first 16, then again this particular, then again this, not in a sequence formats. We want to this time in a sequence format, we can use, and reverse order we can use also. So these are the options that is used with the ls command. So ls has lot of options just like that. Suppose if we have a ls, it has a lot of options like this, like this, a inode. So we have a lot of options of ls. We can list according to the modification time, just newest the first, after then the oldest. So these are the options that we can use. I have written here all the options that is used with the ls. Suppose we have, I will show this option also. Suppose every file, every folders in a Linux operating system have the sequence number. So it will show me the sequence number of every particular file. So we can use lot of options in ls. Have you any doubt in ls? You can ask me. So use these options. If you have any doubt, you can ask now. What are the other options? This will be completed. Then PWD. What is the use of PWD? What is the use of PWD? PWD means print. It will show me a message. Print means message. Show me the message. Print working directory. It will show me where we are working, in which location we are doing, have typed the command. So we are working in which location? We are working in this location, and this location is there is another folder. The name of the folder is USR. Suppose we have in a this particular folder. CD means change the directory. We have the command CD. This is the name of the folder. So now we are in which location? At the earlier time we are in USR location. Now we are in share location. So we want to check. So this is my child directory and this is my parent directory. This is this directory. So we can use this. So CD, now I am this location. This is the root directory. Now I am this location and we want to move D01, 02, 03, 04. Now I am here, but I am unable to understand in which location D04 is exist. So what we will type, we can use this particular command. It will print the message you are working in this particular location. It will show me the full path where I am working. I am working this, and this is the full path of this particular folder. So this folder exists in this particular location. So pwd is used print working directory. Show me the message where is the location. Then after then again cd. I have already discussed about this, and again we will show this. Suppose I am in this location and we want to move the home directory. So only type cd. cd will move to the home directory. This is the symbol of home directory. And we want to check. So this is the home directory of root user. Suppose I am in this particular folder. This particular user, not a folder, this particular user. And what is the home directory of this particular user? This is the home directory of this particular. All the regular users have the home directory of this, then the folder, then the username, and this is the home directory of only the root. All the standard users have the location of home directory is also home. And in this we have a folder touch. We have a folder touch. And now we are in which location? And we want to check. We are in home. Under home we have also folder, and this folder we have also a child directory. That's the name of the child directory is this location. So this is my present working directory. So we want to move only home directory. Then we can type this also. We can type only this. And we want to reverse. We will move to reverse in this particular. And we want to move. We can use this also. This option is used for the exit one by one. When we type this dot dot option, this exit from this particular folder and reach in this particular folder. So this is the command cd dot dot move to exit one by one. Move, as I told you earlier, single dot means present, double dot means parent. When we reach in present working, we type only this. We want to move to parent, we type this. Like suppose we have a file and we want to copy the file. From which location? etc. It's the name of the folder, and in this location we have a file. The file name is this, and we want to copy this file in this particular location in a present working. Then what I will do? This. We can also type this also, and only this dot also. Suppose we have another file. The name of the file is passwd, and we want to copy this in a present location. What I will do? We can type this. Both are the same. We can type this and we can type this. So this is my present working. So data will be copied. You can see this file will be also copied and this also copied. So this dot indicate the present working, and this dot indicate the parent. It means so what is the parent of this particular? The parent of this is home. When we type this, so this file will be copied in this particular folder, not this particular folder. So we can check, but we have no permission here. If we have permission, we can copy this particular folder. Because this is a standard user, it's not have the all rights to go in all location. Suppose when we type only su hyphen, we will move to root user. When we type su hyphen, we will move to root user. We don't type the name of the root user, it will automatically move to the root user. If we have the password, any standard user can move to root user if we have the password. Suppose we want to type this particular command. Suppose at the currently I am working in this location. Suppose in this location we are working in private folder. We are working in private folder, and now where I am working in private, and we want to copy the data in root folder. So we can use cp, we can use this particular source and dot dot. The data will be copied in root directory. If we have the permission, we have all the permission, we can check by using this. So host file will be copied. This is the host file that will be copied. So this is the option of single dot and double dot. Have you any doubt? Clear? It's clear or not? Okay. Now we move to these options. We have only 3 command rest in this chapter. So this chapter will be completed. We have df echo command. So first understand df command and echo command. You know about echo? You heard about echo? What is echo? Hello?
Yes, hello.
What is echo? Have you heard about echo?
No.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. You know about echo? What is echo?
No.
Suppose when you ping, it will show me a message. You know about ping? What is ping?
Yeah.
Ping is a command to check the connectivity. So it will show me the message. These are the messages. So these are the messages. Echo is used to print the message. Print the message on screen. So echo is a command that is used to print the message on the screen. When we type this command, it will print me the message on screen also. So these are the echo messages. What is the use of this command? This command will print me the echo messages. It's also called the echo messages in Linux, in Windows, all. But in Linux operating system, if we want to uh, redirect any message in any file, so we can use echo also. Echo is also used to redirect the messages to any file, terminal. Suppose we want to print the message, it will print in my screen. Echo is only used for the print the messages. What is the use of echo? We want to ask, display a line of text. What text we have write, it will display on the screen. So this is the use of echo command. Only display the messages. Suppose we have typed anything else, it will display me on the screen. But suppose we want to print a message in my file, what I will do, just type double quote, this is my classroom, and this message, I want to type this message in a file. The file name is class.txt. It's my name of the file, and we want to print this message in this particular file. It will be copy. So I can see this. So this message will be printed in this particular location. So it will redirect this message in this location. And we want to type another message, then we use double greater than. So this is the single greater than used for the override the messages, and this is for the append the messages. And we want to append my this message. This is my today class. We want type this message in this particular file, but we want to append, not override. Then we can use this, and we can check by using this particular command. So there are 2 lines that is printed in this particular file. So you have clear this or not? Hello, we have 3 minutes
Yes, sir.
left in this session. Then I will send you another session also.
Okay.
Log in again this session. So have you any doubt this echo command?
No, no.
Have you any doubt in echo command
No, no,
or
it's
not?
clear.
Clear. Okay. Suppose I'm asking you one question. Suppose we type this particular command and all the message will be printed in my screen. Suppose we want to print some error messages, and we want these error messages, I want to send these messages in my boss. So what I will do, we want to redirect these all messages in a file. We can also use this particular syntax also. So these messages that is printed in my screen will also redirected in this particular location. So we can use any file name. Then we can also use the extension also. We can use txt, we can use doc, we can use pdf. In any format we can type here. So these all the messages that is printed in here in my screen will automatically redirect in this location. So these redirected. If you want to check, you can check this by using this command. So all the messages are here. Suppose we have only 2 packet, and now we want, I will change this. So all the 5 messages will be redirected in this location, just like that. It will print pinging the messages, and all the messages will be redirected in this location. Now check. So we have now 5 messages. So all the 5 messages will be redirected in this particular location. If we don't type this particular syntax, it will continuously ping like this. So all the messages that is printed in my terminal will be automatically redirected in this location. When we type Control C, it will cancel the task. Now we check how many messages. So it have 15 messages in this. So this is the command. Suppose just ls, we print all the messages of ls command.